What's up, YouTube? OG Trap Jordan back with another one for you. I want to introduce, before we get started, my special guest today. You guys know him, the one and only Teddy Turnup.
What's up,
my,
YouTube?
My
What's up,
sidekick. And then I want to introduce you to my good friend G from Fresh Kicks. You heard him getting shouted out on a couple of my videos. This guy right here, we go way back, like what? Vanna White and Pat Sajak in a Cadillac with an 8-track. That's how far we go. This is my personal shoe cleaner. This guy, if you need your shoes cleaned, if you need your shoes refurbished, this is the guy to go to. And not only that, take you way back, this is the guy, when I was a lot younger, me and all my friends, this was the older guy that used to hang out with us. If we needed someone to buy us liquor, you know who we talked to. I might have to edit that out later.
You might. Anyways, what's up,
Adult
everybody?
beverages.
Thanks, Jason, Teddy, for having me. I'm glad to be here, y'all.
So yeah, let's get into it. This is the collection video. So I guess we're just gonna dig right in. I got over 100 pairs of retros. I've seen a lot better collections. Ain't nothing special, but I mean, humbly speaking, I think it's great. I love them. I'm pretty happy with what I got. There's a lot more I wish I had, but we can't all be trust fund babies. So some of us gotta hustle and work hard for what we got and be grateful for it. So let's get started. Over here, you have the ones, and I guess we'll just dig right in. Should we just dig right in? And
Might as well start at number one. That's how it all started.
so, don't knock it down.
Pull the wall down. Ooh.
We got bread ones, aka band ones. We all know the stories, or we know the story. A lot of us have seen the movie. Supposedly it was banned, but you know it wasn't. It was the airship. But this is the one that started it all. This is the beauty. Is it the shoes? Is it the shoes?
It's gotta be the shoes.
It's gotta be the shoes. Mars Blackman. Next up in our lineup, we have, these were really kind of hyped at first, and then they fell down. They fell down, went boom. The patent leather breads. I actually got my first exclusive access with these. Wasn't even honestly thinking I was going to get them or even planning on getting them. The cool part about this is I've never worn them, and I don't know if the camera's going to pick this up or not, but there's actually a little, almost a cut right there. And I'm actually scared to wear these because I feel like it'll probably rip right off my foot. So these are just like, I don't know, what do you call it? A piece to look at, a piece of art. I don't know.
Yeah.
A little bit of art. So going down the lineup of my ones, we're gonna hit you with the
Got some heat right here.
very coveted and also very plentiful and very hyped Lost and Founds. I tried on everything. I tried the release day when they came on Sneakers app. I tried for numerous shock drops and all types of stuff. Ended up paying resale, but I love them. Probably wore them a number of times. Still smell good. You guys want to interject or say anything? Or?
Well, I was gonna ask you right out the Lost and Found. So they're coming out with the 85s
The 85 breads.
and the 85 breads.
They'll probably, I have a feeling that they're going to come out with the 85.
Are they gonna hang with the Lost and Founds? B&OG specs, the 85s.
Are they going to hang with them?
Yeah.
I mean, are they going to be as popular?
Yeah.
I think they're going to be really limited, and I think they're going to, I think they're going to.
Skyrocket.
I think they're going to do well. I think they're going to do well, and I think if they do, then we're going to get the rest of the OGs, and I think that would be great if we got
As
them
from the
back to back.
pictures I've seen, it's more like a reimagine. I mean, it's got the colored bottom sole and that kind of weird look on the leather.
I
Excuse
think
me.
those might just be either an old picture or I don't know, what do you call it? Like when they do a mock-up.
There you go.
But I don't think that there's any official pictures yet. But no, it's just gonna be like, this is an 85 cut. We're gonna get to this in a minute, but they just try to be more true to the original cut of the Jordan 1s.
Right.
When it says at 85, that's what they're talking about, 85 high or whatever. So this.
That's a good looking shoe.
Yeah, we'll get to that one in a minute.
All right, let's keep on going.
That was resale. We'll get to that.
And we're still on Jordan 1s, y'all. We got a long ways to go.
Are any of these shoes like Spider-Man shoes? Like Spider-Man wearing the movie?
Speaking
of.
take a turn up. We got. What was the official name on these? Because they're from the movie. Was it the Spider-Verse? Or was it... I don't remember, but y'all know. When these came out, these were kind of a big deal. And they're from the Spider-Man movie. We got Miles Morales back here. And I wanted these really bad. And I took my shot and I missed. But you know what's crazy? That same day when they dropped on sneakers and I didn't get my hands on them, I got them on StockX for, I'd say... Back then, where we're at, we weren't even getting taxed yet. We were just paying shipping. And I think I paid, and I found the receipt somewhere, but I'm not going to dig it out right now. A little over $200 for these. And that's pretty good because these are going for a pretty penny now.
Let me see
I'm going to have G here.
I'm looking at them.
Re-ice these.
I was looking at them, and I can tell already that the bottom needs to be re-iced, but I can tell by the wrinkles in the leather, and those aren't creases. I can tell by the wrinkles in the leather that's a different type of leather.
Oh, yeah, that's
than
nice.
the rest of the Jordan 1s. I mean, you can tell. You can tell by the way.
Yeah, ball bag leather.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
It's a lot different. It's a lot softer than that tumbled leather.
Yeah, I love these right here.
Or
so
tumbled.
we're going to have to re-ice these so I can pull these back
I don't
out.
want to say tumbled pleather because it's not pleather. It's not plastic.
Tell I've
but
been
it's
stomping in those. Let's go down here. Okay, what do we got going on? All right. 2013. So some people see these and think that they're a mid. These are not a mid. These are supposed to be an OG one. Made a lot of people mad when these came out. This is back in 2013. There's a lot of Jumpmans going on shoes and a lot of bad quality. This is horrible leather. It almost feels plastic. It probably is, in my opinion. But
remember, I just said pleather.
I paid a little bit for these. You know, not too bad. I don't know, but I paid a little bit for them. And I love them, though. I get a lot of compliments in these, believe it or not. But what happened with these in 2013, they dropped these, supposed to be an OG, and people complained about this Jumpman back here. And I see why people think it's a mid, but clearly it's not. And that's why I think a lot of the complaints were heard by Nike and Jordan Brand, because 2 years later in 2015, they actually came out with that OG Chicago 1.
Well, it looks like you got the same shoe underneath, just different.
Well,
year.
this is something that me and Teddy actually found this for me. I was waiting in the car. We were at a yard sale. These are like from, 2004 or something like that?
Those are a mid.
And I don't know. I actually looked them up, and I don't think these were officially a mid either. And it's
You don't
patent
think so?
leather. They're a patent leather Chicago from 2004, and I don't think these were actually officially a mid. But somebody out there might know better. Maybe somebody will let us
Well,
know
why
in
don't
the
you pull out the
compliment.
one above it?
But
side by side.
You just take my damn word for it, sir. Listen, Teddy actually, I was in the car and him and his mom went around the corner to a yard sale, and this guy came running back talking about they got Jordans. I got these for about $10. Teddy was stomping around them in the house. They're way too big for his feet, but he swore that they were his. But you're gonna have to come up off that bread, son.
You're lucky, Teddy. I go to yard sales every weekend looking for shoes.
I also found another pair at that on the same day at that same sale. We'll get to that in a little bit. So boom, we were talking about this in a video earlier. They got the Shadow Lows coming out. These are the highs. There's a story behind this. I found these at the Nike store in Spokane for, I don't know, I got a good deal. There's a long story. Somebody stole them from me, took them back to the store, and I went and bought them again. And I really believed that was still a good idea, because even when I bought them twice, I think the resale on these was still more than what I paid for them. Pretty crazy.
That looks like one of them pairs with the good leather.
I mean, they're all right. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Go ahead and feel that.
Uh-huh.
Give it a little squeeze.
Nice and soft. You got that soft leather.
Yeah.
You can tell by looking at the leather. It's got the wrinkles in it, but it's not crease wrinkles. It's leather wrinkles.
I love these. So these are Storm Blue, aka Kentucky's, which is actually an OG colorway. Everybody says they want these to come back. I don't, and I'll tell you why I don't want them to come back, because I like being the only person I know that has them right now. I like walking around and nobody else, and everybody's asking me, where'd you get those? What are those? And all the good stuff. These are beautiful. One of my favorites. I got these on a sneaker group years ago from a guy I met on there. I can't remember his name right now. I wish I could because I like to shout him out because I bought a few pairs from him. And I feel bad that I can't think of his name right now. But shoot, I think he wanted to buy them back. And I told him, no, I love this shoe. This shoe ain't going nowhere.
Nope.
So, let's see. Oh, the Royals.
Royal Blues.
Nice. Not much to say about these. An OG, beautiful shoe, love it. It's all right. The quality of leather's cool. It ain't all that great, but it's pretty decent. Nice shoe. What do you think? You like this shoe? You want to say anything to the people out there while I grab another one? Anything funny?
No.
Your sugar high dying down?
What? No.
What are these even called? Are these Royal Toes? I think they kind of dropped the ball on these too. People were really mad that they had all this black around it. They wanted blue back here. These are actually DS. The box is tore up because I moved a bunch of times and the box got busted up, but I've never wore these. It's a pretty nice shoe. What the heck's that? Is that getting a little of that glitter effect on it?
It sure is.
Yeah.
And you still got the shoe tree in there.
I got everything. OG all. So let's see, what else do we got going on down here?
Hey Teddy, he's getting old. Can you grab that pair on the bottom for him?
Oh yeah, I heard my knees pop.
He may never get back up.
That's why I'm OG Trap Jordan.
Looks like we got the True Blues.
Okay, the True Blues. These were slept on. I don't know why people don't like these. I love these. I wasn't gonna go for them, but I woke up and wifey had hit on a pair and was like dancing around and smiling and laughing and giggling about it. And I said, oh, really? And I got my phone and grabbed them and I got me a pair. So that's the story.
That's hilarious.
That is one of the probably handful of pairs that me and wifey have that match. So we're probably going to do a video on that soon because she wants to be.
All right, looks like we're about to get
Be
into
in it.
Jordan's Armagh.
We still got plenty of ones.
Armagh, whatever you call it. Whatever you call it, the school used to play for.
Okay, so this was during COVID, the UNCs.
UNCs.
These were really hard to get. The app was crashing. It was crazy. I didn't hit, and I pulled the trigger way too early. I had FOMO, fear of missing out, and I got on go, and I won't even tell you how much I paid for these. That's why I haven't worn them. I paid way too much. I got the, what do they call that, where they send it to you like instantly? Instant ship or something like that?
Yes.
I paid way too much for these, and I regret it, but I don't. I'm glad I have them. They're a nice shoe. They're beautiful. One day I'm going to wear them.
And these are popular. Everybody loves wearing them. I have had several people send me these shoes, and they have worn them too. And they're like, can you bring them back? You know, and this is that suede up here. And people, they wear down this suede, so you can only do so much to bring these back. This was a very popular shoe. Very popular to be cleaned.
Did you wash your hands? Okay, moving on. We got stories all day. We might break this down into a two-parter or a three-parter. I'm not sure.
Well, you've got...
We've got these obsidian joints. Is that what these were called? The obsidians?
15-parter?
These
Yes.
ended up being real popular. I hit these on the Flex app before it was the Flex app. It was just whatever. I don't remember if it was Foot Locker or Finish Line or what I was doing back then. It was in Spokane. I know I hit on the app, and I was kicking it with my boy Terry at the time, and I told him I hit on these and I had to go get them, and he told me not to go get them. He told me don't worry about them, and I almost listened to him. And then I went home and I took a shower. So I've been ripping and running all day, and I said, you know what? Let me run down to the mall and grab my shoes. And I am so grateful that I did because these are a beautiful shoe. And not only that, they have a little hype around them. They ended up becoming real popular on like TikTok and all that stuff. And not that it matters, but they got a little resale on them. But it's a beautiful shoe, and I'm glad I didn't skip on these.
It's another one of those pairs. You can tell by the looks of them. They got that
Oh,
good
yeah.
leather on them.
Oh yeah, they got that ball bag on it.
Just some old wrinkled leather like a old man in time.
Listen, I got stories for days. These didn't hit. Wanted them really bad. One day I was sitting at home. I was sick, didn't go to work, and boom, I had a package at the door, and wifey surprised me with this. That was a good day. So not much to say. Georgetown, Beautiful shoe, 85 high. Love it. Thank you, wifey. Love you. Glad I have these in the collection.
Ooh, here we go with the Laneys.
Reverse Laney women's. Probably not the most popular one, but you know what? I like them. Grabbed them. I think these are a 12 in women, 10 and a half in men. I'm an 11 true size, but I can squeeze my foot in here. And yeah, I love them.
That is a simple colorway, and that is just a beautiful shoe. I mean, that's gorgeous.
It's nice.
That is a very nice shoe.
Going down. Not the most popular shoe either. Brotherhood, Sat. You know what? Damn near a Laker color, but not quite. A little bit off. I'm going to tell you something. Some of these least popular shoes that people don't like, I get the most compliments on these. I wear these and everybody turns and looks at them. People ask me about them. I get compliments all day. I don't know. It's a mystery.
To me, that looks more closer to a UNC or a USC colorway.
Okay. What do we got going down here? One of those other, not that popular, but I think is a beautiful shoe. And I feel like if it would have came out a year prior, maybe during COVID, this would have been hard to get. Probably would have had a bunch of resale. The taxi joints.
Taxis.
Oh. I got these sometime around the same time as the Spider-Man's the Rookie of the Years.
Ooh, look at that leather. I can already tell.
So, based on the jacket that Michael Jordan wore during his Rookie of the Year speech, and there's some stats back here. 84, 85, Rookie of the Year, 2,313 points. I can't even read that. Can you read that?
1985 Rookie of the Year, 2,313 points, 28.2 points per game.
Oh,
and then
okay.
over here is the speech he gave.
Oh, okay. Big piece of the speech he gave. We'll just keep it pushing right along.
See, and those two colorways, I think I have like 3 pairs of Jordan ones, and one of my favorite pairs is like in between those 2 pairs. I have the Pollens. I really like the Pollens. I got the Pollen highs. I like the quality, the leather, and the colorway.
I slept on the Pollens, and now I kind of regret it. I like them.
You
I like
still
them
get
now.
them cheap.
Yeah.
I got mine cheap.
So the next one is usually these that are on my feet. They're sitting right there. And then I also got
Now we're getting into the lows.
these, which I just feel like are like what are on my feet, but you know,
UNC.
pretty much. Oh, found these at North Bend at the Nike store going towards Seattle. I'm not really sure what I paid for them, but they were a 1-on-1. They only had one sitting in the store, and so I snatched them up.
Lucky you.
Took 'em
Every
with
time
me.
I go through there, I stop in North Bend and don't find anything similar to
So
that.
there's a couple of the other ones down there that are not a big deal, but these are not like an OG one. I forgot what they call that when they make these little cheap one lows, but this colorway gets a lot of compliments too. This is what I'm talking about.
Sell for $110.
A lot of these, I don't even know what you want to call it. Some people, I don't know, Mike Richcall would probably call this a Jordan nothing maybe, I don't know, but these not so popular Jordans in the sneaker community, sometimes people that don't know love that. You get a lot of compliments to this type of stuff. This is a sexy shoe too, I'm not gonna lie, I wore it a few times.
Put on a pair of shorts and a tank top, throw those on and walk to the beach.
Same with these are cool. I just got these just for St. Patrick's Day, and then I didn't even go out on St. Patrick's Day.
I won a pair of those on Whatnot and sold them on Facebook.
So now we're going to the twos. Everybody's least favorite.
I love the Jordan 2s, and I have the pair he's about to show you, and I wear them all the time. I love them. So comfortable.
I like to have them. I like to look at them. I don't like to wear them because when I look down, they look like big ass bricks sitting on my feet, and I feel goofy. But I love it. It's a great shoe. Everybody knows they're not that popular. Everybody knows the story, how Jordan almost left and all that, and then the 3 came and saved the day with Tinker Hatfield and all that. But
I have the Chicago's, one of my most comfortable pair of shoes.
But I do like these. For some reason, and these seem a little slimmer, I rock these. These go. And I make them work. What are these called? The black cements?
And the black cements.
Yeah, these are nice. So nice too.
And they're coming out with another version kind of like that. They're not calling them the black cements. It's kind of the same colorway with a twist to it. I just can't remember what they're calling them.
Okay, I'm going to do this too, and then Teddy looks like he's bored, so we might have him get sturdy for the people at home, just so we can kill the monotony a little bit.
take an
I need to go to the
intermission.
bathroom.
We'll
Yeah,
take
yeah.
an intermission. You can be the entertainment.
Teddy's about to take a dookie in his pantalones.
Can I go to the bathroom?
Wait till we're done with this.
Dismiss, sir. Go ahead. So, this
Good thing for editing.
UNC Low Jordan 2. How's that coming up on the camera? Is that coming up pretty good, or is it kind of UNC?
Jeez.
I got a little silly with the laces.
Like
I
what
saw that
you're
on
talking
the.
about.
I think I saw that on a YouTube short and tried it out. And 40-plus-year-old dude rocking those. Yeah, it might look silly, but I don't know. Somebody told me it looked good.
13-year-old middle school girl.
So what? Okay.
Georgetowns.
We got a couple of OGs. These aren't Georgetowns. These
Nope,
are the.
Okay.
So got these off Goat. These are the True Blues. It's an OG colorway. Can't go wrong.
It's the lighting.
It's the lighting.
It's
Yeah.
the lighting.
Well, we got bad lighting going on in here, but y'all probably know what it looks like. So
This pair looks familiar.
yeah. So we got the Black Cement Jordan 3 coming out again at the end of the year, which I thought was pretty quick because it didn't seem like it was that long ago when these came out. These got beat up pretty bad. I had a friend of mine named G from Fresh Kicks clean them up, and he did a pretty good job at it. The front got a little yellow again, but that's what happens. You can't complain about that. There's nothing you could do about that from what he says. I don't know if there's any paint that you could put on soles.
And he's obviously stepped in something here. I don't know what that is. We'll
Why don't
peel
you
that
get
off
it?
and set it aside. But I got some new products. I've been trying new products lately. I got something that I can spray on the front and the bottom that will bring these back to white and hopefully last longer than the previous product I was using.
Free of charge.
They obviously, yes, need to be stretched out again because, yeah. But when I first started out, this was, I believe, the first pair I got to work on. And then I did a sole swap on a pair of Olympics for them.
You're welcome.
Thank you. By the way, I still have a
Moving
pair of
along.
shoes of his I'm working on. I need to get back. But those are coming along very nice.
So then the White Cement 3s. I don't know, that lighting is bad.
It is.
Damn.
It's like, look at that.
That lighting is too bright for these. You can't even see the cream color on the sole. It looks so bright. Alright, well, we know what those are.
Yep. Comes the fire reds.
Fire Reds.
I
Bam.
just cleaned a pair of
DS.
these.
DS ain't war. I don't know why these sat. I don't know why hype comes and goes the way it does with different shoes. This was an OG. The other OGs do so well. This is a beautiful colorway. These restocked, sat, easy to get. I don't know what that was. I think I woke up late and grabbed these. But
And it's an OG colorway. How come
and it's an
still
OG
just stock?
colorway with that Nike
How
Air
come
and the
it's
booty
just stock?
cheeks.
You got all these jerseys. How come you haven't worn
I just haven't.
Why?
I don't have enough time.
them?
Yes.
365 days in a year, 100 pair of shoes. He done that time.
Okay. UNC 3. One of the last shoes that I was able to stand in line and lightweight camp out for.
Is that one dead stock too?
No, I've wore this plenty of times. UNC 3s, I got up early in the morning and went to, forget the name of that mall in Spokane, and stood in line with a bunch of kids, and it was like a bunch of kids and maybe me and a couple other old heads standing out there, and I barely got there. A couple people behind me got turned away, and I got my size and got up out of there.
In the Valley Mall?
Oh, no, it wasn't the Valley Mall. It was the other one.
Like a strip mall?
What is that, the Northtown? Is that what it's called? I don't know.
Northtown. There's Georgetown's.
Georgetown's. Boom. During COVID, had to pay a little resale.
Those are beautiful.
Kind of sucks that I had to pay that, but they are a nice shoe. Down here, we just got a couple Dunks. The most hated shoe in America right now, the Dunks. I still think they're beautiful. And then another pair that I made for Halloween time.
Yeah, let's see the Nike by you.
This is a Nike by You I threw together that I wore when we went to Universal Studios for the little Halloween nights.
That's a good looking shoe.
Wore these with my Chucky shirt. It's a blue 3. It's pretty nice. It's cool. It ain't nothing special. But with that being said, right there, we're going to cut this one short. And then we're going to do a part 2, probably a part 3, because there's a lot to go on. And we've already been rocking out for like 26 minutes here. So
if you guys watch this video, we'd like to see your comments.
yeah, what is that? That's what I was going to say.
Royal blue, racer blue.
Yeah. Leave it in the comments and let us know.
Tell us what you think.
And then we'll see you on part 2 in just a moment.